If you could do those kind of things, you'll be fine, right? Because they love that. But if you're really uptight, nervous, and how are you? What do you do? And you make this like an interview with a spotlight on, that's no fun for anybody, right? Your mental state is so important at those socials. I can't stress that enough. You guys have been to a social, some of you before, and it's like going on a bunch of mini dates at once, and you may go to a table and you may not have such a great experience at that table, but you have to wipe that from your mind to the next table, because if you carry that with you, then you kind of infect that next opportunity, and you don't want to do that. And it's hard. It's really not an easy thing. I swear we're going to get shirts that say I survived my first AFA social, because it's not an easy thing to do, and I really don't envy you guys, because I was lucky enough to meet my wife. But I went through the process too. I met her at an AFA social, right? And I had to go through the same things that you guys are going through. But it's not the easiest thing for men to do, because we're not used to being the hunted, so to speak. We're usually the hunters. But when you have all these women in the room, all of a sudden the tables change a little bit, and we're not used to that dynamic. Most of us have never experienced it unless you've been on an AFA tour. So, I mean, these wonderful women experience it all the time because they're all beautiful, and when they go in a room, you know, all the men are going this way, and those numbers are always in their favor. Well, tonight, you know, the numbers are going to be more in your favor, and that is a little disconcerting for some of the men. So try to just knock that out of your mind. Just have fun. You know, the women are drawn to guys who can smile, have some kind of self-deprecating humor, that kind of thing, right? If you could do those kind of things, you'll be fine, right? Because they love that. But if you're really uptight, nervous, and how are you? What do you do? And you make this like an interview with a spotlight on, that's no fun for anybody, right? So you gotta have jokes, you gotta just fun. And sometimes with the intercultural joking, it's a little bit difficult because it doesn't go over the right way. And sometimes that can be funny. Practice your Spanish on some of the women. I remember in Russia when I would sit down at the table years and years ago, I'd say, "Cocktaila, how are you?" And they're like, "Cocktaila," that's a real informal greeting, right? That you normally wouldn't do. So, but if you do stuff like that, the women all of a sudden, it melts the ice a little bit, right? And so do that, have fun, and the women will be more attractive, right? Just relax. You have nothing to lose tonight, right? Nothing. And everything to gain. So just be yourselves, have fun, and you'll be fine. I would not be obsessed with the list. Some guys are like, well, I had this woman on the list, I have to meet her, I have to meet her, I have to meet her. And then he ignores every other woman in the room because just one woman on his list may not be there, or a lot of times he doesn't even recognize her when she is there, because women change their appearance amazingly all the time, like chameleons. And so all I'm telling you is understand the opportunity that's before you and take advantage of it. And then if there's someone that you didn't get a chance to meet that you still want to meet, talk to the girls and they'll figure it out, right? And if she is willing to meet, then we'll make that happen during your stay. But don't get so tied up with that. None of you guys seem to be that way, but sometimes I have guys that are just like, oh my God, I have to. And most of you guys, I've been doing this for 27 years, and I will tell you that most of you guys will end up marrying someone that was never on your radar screen to begin with at all. No list, and I had no expectations. And I really was really lucky to meet Tanya. She was amazing, has been amazing for all these years, and couldn't imagine my life without her and our children that we've had and the whole bit. So it's been amazing, and hopefully you guys can find that too.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Then click on the notice bell to get notified every time we add something new. Interested? Learn more at
MexicoCityDating.com.